Hello everybody and welcome to Cringe God Studio. Welcome to my new series entitled Torturous Text. Torturous Text is a fanfiction review show where I find fanfictions for MCU, break them down, and explain the do's and don'ts of writing. Not only is this supposed to be entertaining, but it's also meant to teach up-and-coming writers good and bad examples. For our first episode, we are starting with the worst of the worst, in my opinion, the infamous Harry Potter self-insert story, My Immortal. Now, I know what you're thinking. You must be over-exaggerating here. There's no way it can be that bad. Well, I shit you not. This is one of the worst things I have ever read, and we're going to read it together. Disclaimer, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so expect a lot of nerd rage out of me, because there's some stuff in this story that is so out of character and so out of place it's unreal. Now, this fanfiction is 44 chapters long, but the good news is the chapters are really short, so what I'm going to do is split these up into like 5 parts by reading 9 chapters in each video. So, just to make things a little bit fun, drinking game. If I say, please kill me, or insinuate any self-harm or suicide, take a shot. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Chapter 1. Hi, my name is Emily, Darkness Dimension Raven Way. Okay, so first off, I want to say dementia in her name is pretty fitting, because you're going to wish you had dementia by the end of the story. I have long, ebony black hair, that's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like liquid tears, and a lot of people tell me that I look like Amy Lee. Author's note, if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. Amy Lee is the lead singer of Evanescence, so you guys can stay. I'm going to address this now. The teenage girl is an edge queen. You're going to hear a lot of edgy bands that were popular in the 90s and 2000s, so let's continue. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. Incest is Wincest, man. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin, and I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. So wait, you're a gothic vampire wizard. There's so much wrong with this that I can't even go into detail to explain. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black, and I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. Please, for the love of God, do not put the thoughts of a Hot Topic in Diagon Alley. That thought alone just makes me want to punch you in the face. If Diagon Alley had Muggle shops, I'm pretty sure there will be a street entitled Muggle Avenue. You know what? That it wouldn't be so bad. It'd be great. Let all the pureblood wizards get a taste of edgy Muggle fashion. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it, and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and a black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. Okay, so this is the biggest issue I have with the story. She puts way too much detail into her descriptions. Like, most of the chapters consist of what she wears. Also, Hogwarts students don't usually wear their normal clothes unless classes are not in session, like during holidays and the kids don't have anywhere to go. But the best explanation to that is Ebony is your typical edge queen rebel and has zero respect for authority. I was walking outside Hogwarts, it was snowing and raining, there was no sun, which I was very happy about because I'm a fucking vampire. A lot of preps stared at me, so I put my middle finger up at them. Look, like I said, she gives no fucks. Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. Like, what's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends called me, so I had to go away. So, basically, she turns Malfoy into a tsundere bitch, which is comical in its own right. But let's continue on with Chapter 2! The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door to my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and I took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, black combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings and my pierced ears, and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her long, waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with black mini, fishnets, pointy, high-heeled boots. She put on her makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. Oh my fucking god. I, so totally saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so, I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? she asked as we went to the Slytherin common room and then to the Great Hall. Like, no, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Okay, I'm stopping right here. There's something I need to address. If you're going to write a fanfiction, for the love of fuck, make sure to keep it as accurate to the source material as you possibly can. Nobody in Harry Potter swears, but the author uses them constantly, and it's fucking aggravating. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Like, hi, I replied furtively. Guess what, he said. Like, what, I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Like, oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love Good Charlotte. They are my favorite band besides the MCR. Well, do you want to go out with me? He asked. I gasped. And that was the end of chapter 2. I love how abruptly these end. It's like a sitcom. Whenever something big happens, they just cut to a commercial. It's great. Let's continue this. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and it made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed, so I slit one of my wrists and I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding. And I listened to some Good Charlotte.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Whoa, hold the fuck on. Where does this depression come from? What caused it? Why are you cutting yourself? And why are you reading a depressing book to make you more depressed? I'm so confused by your edge queen logic, it's hurting my brain. I painted my nails black and put tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a simple plain t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note. A lot for cool bully spirits. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, they're called emos. You can see them. You can see them hanging out behind the bleachers, smoking weed and joints and other things. Yeah, I'm hip and cool. Like, hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. He walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate says 666. Ooh, scary. And flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. You came in cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life, sang Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. These authors know, man, they make me feel more retarded every time I read them. Like, Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he flung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. Like, what's wrong? I asked as we watched the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me, all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hilary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. Oh, good rat. Hilary Duff is not that attractive. The night went on and really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got Good Charlotte concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove his car into the Forbidden Forest. See, I had to put that there because it was like a very long break, so I had to do the whole melodramatic pause. Okay, so I'm not totally sure if Malfoy is going to either A, kill her, or B, fuck her. But you know what, let's keep going. Chapter 4. Draco! I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out too, curiously. Like, what the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing colored contacts, because why the fuck not? Which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. Is this a slash fic? I didn't ask for this. And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately. Draco climbed on top of me and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thing in my you-know-what. And we did it for the first time. You know, I'll give her credit for not going into vivid detail with her slash fics like I usually do. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere and my pale body became all warm. And then, what the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was Dumbledore. Okay, let me just say, how should I put this? No! No! Fucking no! And furthermore, why? Okay, I can accept Draco being out of character, because you know what? Love does make you do stupid shit. But this, what the fuck? Dumbledore hardly ever yelled, let alone swear. Dumbledore was always calm and collected. This is the one character I had to see out of character, and it just infuriates me to no end. But you know what? Let's continue my misery, and someone please pass me the bleach. Oh my god. Please kill me. Chapter 5, Dumbledore made Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools! He shouted. I started to cry, tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me when we went back to the castle. Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Why would you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. I realized that I didn't give her a specific voice, but you know what? Who the fuck cares? How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, because I love her! Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Like, yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm, I brushed my teeth, and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it, and black high heels. And then I came out. Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed, and after that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room. Damn, dude, this is some convincing stuff. I mean, I'm totally convinced that these characters are in love with each other and just didn't have passionless sex in the forest like 10 minutes ago. I mean, and not only that, but said forest houses spiders as big as cars, among other shit that can kill you and rip your fucking heart out. But you know what? Let's keep going. Chapter 6. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black mini skirt that was all ripped up, and the end was a matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull rings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. Hey, do you believe I'm a vampire yet? I mean, I'm eating Count Chocula, guys. Look, I'm even eating it with blood instead of milk. Look how much of a vampire I am. I'm eating Count Chocula. Have I mentioned I'm a vampire? Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Like, you bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore, and he had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. I don't even know who. Is that the fucking Good Charlotte guy? He was so sexy that my body went all hot. When I saw him, kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. Believe me, reading this is already weird without the thought of you packing a sausage. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. Like, that's alright. What's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Like, why? Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Like, yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up from behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Okay, so Harry's a vampire, or goth now, I guess both, technically. So, yeah, that's totally accurate to the character. I'm sure this is what J.K. Rowling's true vision of Harry truly was. Let's marvel at this fact, shall we? I want to die. Please kill me. Bash my head in with a lead pipe, I'm begging you. Okay, before we start Chapter 7, let me tell you, this is the first chapter to be titled, and it's named Bring Me to Life, with the number 2, instead of, spelling 2 with T-O like a human being. Look, I don't know about you, but in this day and age, when people unironically like and listen to Evanescence, it brings a tear to my eye. Because there's so much good music out there, and you decide to limit yourself with this one-dimensional garbage. But what makes me really want to bash my head in with a lead pipe is that you willingly name your chapters from song titles from your favorite band. Okay, like for example, my favorite band is Flogging Molly. They specialize in Irish rock music, but I'm not going to plaster their song titles as chapter titles in my book. Not only is that tacky as hell, but when they stop making music, it's going to make the story extremely dated. And hell, I can say that this story is already dated as is. Now, with this rant finished, let's read Chapter 7. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails and red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Mary Sue to you? Yeah, it does. I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then, sweet fucking Jesus, they're gonna fuck in, aren't they? They started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. Please, stop. We can stop this right now. No one needs to know. We can just keep this to ourselves. We can just not do this scene. He felt me up before I took off my top. Please, for the love of God, I'm begging you. Then I took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. Please, for the love of God, kill me! We went on the bed and started making out, naked. And then he put his voice thingy in mine, and we had sex! See, is that stupid? Yes, your story is stupid. This setup is stupid. I am stupid for reading this. But please, let's keep on going. Oh, Jaco, I screamed while getting an orgasm. Then all of a sudden, I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody gothic writing, were the words, Vampire. I was so angry. Like, you bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, please, you don't understand! Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. Like, no, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. Okay. I put on my clothes all huffily and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He really had a big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker! I yelled. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but you know what? Let's keep on reading chapter 8. Everyone in class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging me to take him back. Ebony, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understandingly. Understatedly. She flicked her long, waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped whenever she was born. Her real parents are vampires and one of them is a witch. But Voldemort killed her mother and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she has converted to Satanism, she is a Slytherin, now not Gryffindor. Okay, this character's backstory is confusing as hell. Let's read this one more time and I'll break it down bit by bit. Break it down! Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Okay, why and by who? Her real parents are vampires and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. Okay, I know Voldemort hated Muggle-born wizards, but wouldn't vampires be as powerful as purebloods? She still has nightmares about it and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her last name is Smith and not Granger. Then why the fuck did you bring it up? What was the point of her fucking backstory? Fuck it, let's keep going. This is already stupid as it is. Let's keep going. What is it you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I cannot believe you cheated on me with Draco! Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire, I'm bi, so is Ebony, for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. We had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Like, yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard, I screamed. I ran out the room and into the Forbidden Forest, where I had lost my virility. I'm not an expert, but I think you meant virginity, not virility. And then I started busting into tears. Okay, I'm confused. What the fuck is going on? Can somebody please kill me? Please! Someone kill me! Just slit my throat. I just want to be done with this. But thankfully, we're at our final chapter for this video, and thank Christ, because we only have like 4 more videos to go. I was so mad and sad I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a suddenly, my god, this fucking story. A horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started to fly towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. Just say it's Voldemort! Jesus Christ! No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted imperious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him, and Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Ebony, he yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Potter. Okay, Voldemort is Shakespearean all of a sudden? What? Why? What's going on? I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes. Sexy eyes. I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes. and his gothic black hair, and how his face looked like Joe Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before? I went out with him, and they broke up. No, Voldemort! I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged.
And so I pulled out my gun.
Wait, why did you give her a gun? There is a spell that literally kills anything that hits. Why the fuck do you need a gun? Thou must, he yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude, you're so retarded look on his face. I had telekinesis. I have telekinesis, he answered cruelly. This is by far the funniest line I have ever read in this video. I'm literally fucking dying right now. And if you doth not kill Potter, thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted, and he flew away angrily on his broomstick. So, I'm guessing we're really not addressing why Voldemort is turned into motherfucking Shakespeare? Okay then. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods. Draco! I said. Hi! He said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? No. Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Like, are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you and thought you cheated on me. I mean, I know I'm a total bitch, but I'm going to totally redeem myself in the next 9 chapters, I think. That's okay, he said, all depressed, when we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. So yeah, that happened. Okay, that was the first 9 chapters of my Immortal. If you like watching me torture myself, give it a like. If you're a butthurt edgelord or edge queen, give it a dislike. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to drink bleach and bash my head in with a lead pipe. Bye!